What up, everybody? It's your boy Andrew. I am going to be hosting the biggest junk removal live event there ever will be and ever was, and it's going to be insane. Yes, it's going to be a software announcement video for Dispatch. We're going to be dropping Dispatch, but it is going to be so much more. I am going to be dropping a gift that will disrupt the education industry in junk removal completely. So it's not only the software, I'm going to be dropping some insane shit that will blow your guys' mind. This is going to be a live event streamed on my YouTube channel with guest speakers, and then immediately after the live event, guys, we're going to do something so cool. We're going to do an in-person event downstairs immediately after the live event. So anybody who's in California, we're going to get to mingle, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have food, we're going to have games. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so cool that you guys can fly in if you want as well. I will try to see what kind of cool things we can do if you do decide to fly in to make it worth flying out here. We're going to be doing also a giant giveaway. And when I say giveaway, I'm talking about like the price of a trailer giveaway. Maybe one of my trailers, maybe a truck. I don't know. It's going to be fucking huge, guys. It's going to be probably in February, maybe January, maybe March. If you're interested in finding out more about this event, please click the link in the video description and sign up to be notified when the event comes, and I will keep you updated. We're gonna have an awesome landing page for this soon, but this event will change junk removal history, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. And anyways, let's get on to the video. Whoopsh.
I don't know how the hell Andrew did $1 million his first year in business. I think it was his first year. Props to him, because I don't know how the hell he did it. I can't figure it out.
What up, Steezy? I just watched your video, and I decided I'm actually gonna respond to this because I get this question a lot, and sometimes it's even crazy to think that it happened to me. But if you watch my original how I made $1 million my first year, or a breakdown of my 1 million, it is within somewhere between 13 and 14 months. There's pros and cons to this. Here's the simple answer. I spent $250,000 on Google Ads. Now, most people can't do that because they don't have the population for it. In Los Angeles, I could easily spend on some days $2,000 a day, on average $1,000 a day. It really just depends on the day and how I'm feeling that month, because sometimes I'll lower it from a daily budget of 500. Sometimes I'll be feeling frisky and I'll go to 700. And you know how Google is. Sometimes it spends less, sometimes it spends more, but it never spends over a certain amount per month. My Ventura location averages around $300 a day. But like I said, there's pros and cons to this. I was completely reliant upon Google Ads in the very beginning when first starting this business. The pros are you don't have to wait and build a foundation and wait for these leads to slowly come in, and you're doing traditional marketing. I mean, I want to jump on the computer real quick and show you. It really just comes down to getting your ads, being in a population that you could actually get that much search volume. And let's just dive in real quick. And I always like to show the data. The numbers don't lie. I think that's what separates me from everybody else, is I actually show the data. So Steezy, I kind of want to just elaborate real quick on my ads. And you'll see my cost per conversion. Some days are worse than others. And if you look at yesterday, cost per conversion was 35. If you look at the last 30 days, it always averages out. I never trip out about certain hours or certain days where I'm paying more, because Google balances everything out. You set a cost per conversion, it does its best to hit that over a certain period of time. I'll get a $100 click sometimes. I'm like, doesn't bother me anymore. But anyways, let's go to, the first year in business, 01. I technically started before this, but we'll do the 2022 calendar year. So we'll do all the way to 12/31/2022, and we'll hit apply. And you will see this does not include Thumbtack, experimentations with Face, Yelp, Thumbtack. I have a video where I break down my first year. So it's somewhere around 300,000, but you'll see just on this Google Ads account alone, not including my other local services account and Google Ads account, I think I spent close to like 300,000 to pull in that 1.1 million. It all comes down to your ad spend. And over the whole year, you'll see it averages out to $55.48 a conversion. It's really that simple, Steezy. If your ads are converting, you just need to crank the dial. And if you have tried to crank the dial and the search volume's not there, it's time to go to a bigger city. Take what you know, start launching new trucks, and just crank the fucking dial. Max it out. Long as you're converting and your phone sales are good and you can start systematizing things and automating things, all you gotta do is crank the dial, my man. If you have any questions, hit me in the Discord. Toodles! let's tell you my story real quick. I've always been a software engineer my entire life. I started programming when I was 10 years old, but I started with HTML on AOL 3.0, and they would teach you basic HTML tags. So I was learning this shit at 10 or 11 years old. Then I just slowly progressed and started building more websites, learning PHP, learning databases like MySQL and all that stuff. The last app that I was working on was a travel app. I raised $150,000 from investors, and that was actually right before COVID hit. It was a travel app meant to travel with friends across the world, the globe, and they didn't even want you to hang out with your family. I kept telling the investors, it's gotta go away someday. I have the app semi-ready to go. You know, we wanted to start doing beta testing, but nobody wanted to fly, let alone pay for this new experimental travel app that I was trying to show to the world. Me and my lady had our second kid, newborn, and we're burning down to our last few $1,000s. And it's getting to a point where I'm like, we need money now. So one of my friends I was talking to, and he's like, dude, I used to do junk removal. I looked into it, I Googled it, I found Sonoma Strong, $1,000 a day, Steve Conroy, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, and I was like, $1,000 a day. Started with Thumbtack, started with Craigslist, got to Google Ads probably by month one or like the end of month one, month two, I think. Went from 200 a day to 500 a day to 1,000 a day. From there, it's just been incredible.
This is a great industry. If you're stuck and you need to figure out how to make some extra money, you can grow this into a very profitable business. You can do very well for yourself. I'm doing very well for myself. It takes a lot of work outside of the labor part, the marketing part, the hiring part. Everything is hard. It has potential. It is a very easy-ish, predictable path to make money.
The service industry is so much easier to get into because it requires just your time, and everybody's gonna need this service, okay? You trade your time for money. It doesn't matter if it's landscaping, moving, junk removal. There are so many home services that you can get into that don't require a skill. People need this home service. So getting into the services business is a very safe, predictable, slow growth path, but very doable. That is the beautiful thing about junk removal.
So guys, if you want to check out the course and you want your A to Z on how to build a junk removal business, check it out in the link below.